Hey guys, so I'm taking a facial moisturizer and I'm going to be putting that all over my face. And I'm going to be doing this with several different products. I will put the products down below. Now I'm getting ready to take the Tarte Quench Primer and put that all over my face. And I'm essentially going to try to, make sure we're all set and moisturized. And I'm going to be going over that with a setting powder from Clinique. This is not my favorite, but I'm using it because it's not going to show up on like a foundation or anything. And I'm going to set my face, and this is going to help with some shine control, as well as it's a method that I've been trying that I really like, and I feel like it really helps adhere the makeup. So now I'm just taking this P. Louise base in Rumor Zero, and I'm going to apply this liberally to my face. Like literally just slather it on. For this particular look, I needed this white base, so I'm just putting it on, and I will kind of shape it out in a little bit, but I wanted to at least get the side of my face all squared away so then I could go on to my next steps. I'm going to be doing my Autism Awareness look, so I'm going to be making puzzle pieces with this, and I'm going to be doing it all freehand, which you're gonna see me really hate myself for these choices in a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how these shapes are gonna look and how they're gonna like connect into the face and everything. So I'm really trying to be detailed about this and make them look good, because I want them to look nice. But I go over this so many different times, and once I'm done setting the shapes, then you're gonna see me do my first mistake. This I felt like was gonna be a better option, but it turns out to be a huge freaking mistake. So I ended up setting the P. Louise base with a powder, and I feel like it dulled the rest of the colors. Now they still look pretty punchy and very nice and everything, but because I actually went and set it, I think it took away from some of the tackiness of the actual product, so it didn't pick up on it as much as it normally would have. So it's just one of those things that I'll know for the future. As you can clearly see, it's already gotten a little muddy from being set. So, you know, it's not that bright white. So I definitely did myself a disservice, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm using the shade Tax Money to outline the puzzle pieces on my face. A majority of the color you're gonna see on my face, honestly. And I'm going and I'm just kind of like shaping out how these should look. And I'm just trying to, you know, get that shape and freehand them, and this was hard and difficult, and as you can see, I cussed myself out several times throughout this process. I mean, who wouldn't love freehanding all these puzzle pieces? Freaking crazy person, you. You go, girl. You cuss yourself out and get through it. Oh, I'm taking the shades Indigo, Summer Splash, Fake News, Daddy, Pineapple Crush, and using those to fill in the color. As you can see, this is going to be long and tedious. Again, I cussed myself out multiple times because why did I do this to myself? Like, you can see me kind of mouthing it, but again, I sped this up because who wants to see me just here this whole entire time doing all this? And my little one popping in and tell me, hey, it's time to eat, Dad's done cooking dinner. So yeah, I gotta stop this and then come back. I also take a green out of a secondary palette. This palette doesn't have a name. It's just from a palette that my husband got me off of Amazon. And I use that to break up some of these colors because you want to have some of every color. But as you can see how dull these colors are popping up, like they're still pigmented. You can still see that they have some color to them. And you know, they're shining through, but I believe they would have been a lot more poppy had I not put that setting powder down first. So I know definitely for future reference, I will not be doing that again because I felt like the color was just being soaked up into the setting powder and not actually sticking as well as it could. Now I'm taking my black opal in the shade dark brown and my Milani in the shade sand to undercut my face. The undercut method is where you take your concealer, a lighter shade, and a dark contour shade or foundation that you wouldn't typically use for your face, and you put it underneath your foundation. And this is going to give you a very smooth and flawless finish. And I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 362, and I'm going to put that on top. And I'm also going to use that to kind of cover up any of the excess white spots that are on that side of my face. And I'm going in with a P. Louise base in Rumor 4 to base out my eye. And now I'm just going through and using my Instapot face brush to smooth everything and mix everything together. As you can see, there's already a lot of definition in the face, and I went back over with some more Milani and sand just to help with that golden pop. And so now I'm going to be taking my face brush a little bit more. Then I'm going to use my Vasanti brush to buff out the eye. Now I'm taking my LMT Cosmetics eyebrow pencil in black, and I'm using that to just outline the eye. And I'm filling out the brow and dragging a little bit of that color forward using the spoolie brush. And then I'm going underneath again with Rumor 4 and just kind of cutting underneath that brow and then filling in as desired. So after this, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution setting powder in peach, and I'm going to use that underneath my eye, on my forehead, my chin, and lower jawbone area to add some more highlight definition. From here, I'm going to start doing a little bit of fill-in on, again, those white spots, just to make sure they're all nice and covered. I'm taking my Hoola Toasted for a color bronzer to bring a little bit more of my natural shade back in. And then I'm going into the Period Pool palette and grabbing the shade Daddy and using that as my transition shade on the upper portion of the lid. Then I'm going in with the color Snatched, which with this red color gives a dark, almost burgundy-ish color when mixed together. and so I'm just going back in and adding those. Now I'm taking the shades Get Money and Goddess mixed together to put on the lid, and I'm taking a fluffy brush and just knocking off the excess foundation. Again, going back over any white areas to make sure that foundation blends seamlessly. And over here I'm just adding in that shade Tax Money again, just to fill it out black so none of that white is showing through. And I'm going to go back into the Period Blue palette and use that shade Get Money as a highlight for this look. I didn't want to do anything too bright. And then I'm going to take a black lip liner and outline the edges of my lips. And then I'm going to go over that with the shade Vixen from Pulse Cosmetics. Then I will take a little brush and I'll tap that in to help it dry down faster. And over that I'm going to add the shade Ruby to give me a little bit of a brighter color in the center. I'm going to take that same brush and kind of tap it in to blend them together nicely. Now I'm taking my lashes in the style Luxe from LMC Cosmetics, and I'm applying them directly. And from here I'm just kind of cleaning up any place that I feel like the lipstick went over, and I'm gonna fix my hair, which is a mess, so it's really just my scarf to pose for pictures and looks and make myself look kind of cute. This is the finished result, and I can say I'm definitely proud of this look, and it was a struggle, but this is where we got to in the end. Thanks for